Bless you guys. I just wanted to testify something that happened to me this morning. It happened an hour after my husband left for work. So it was like 6:30 in the morning, and I was sleeping. I usually sleep on my husband's side when he leaves. It's just a habit I do. But I was sleeping, and then I felt like somebody came on the bed and hugged me. Usually, like when couples will hug to like keep warm and stuff. So I felt that, and when I felt that, I felt like my body rolling, like kind of back and forth, and I was like, okay, that's weird. So I felt my body like rolling and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, I fell, but not physically. I fell in my dream. So I fell to the floor, and I was right here. You see the window? I was like right there by the heater and like facing my bed, but I could not see. I couldn't see and I couldn't hear nothing. And all I was trying to say is, La sangre de Cristo tiene poder. And I kept saying it over and over, but physically I couldn't hear myself say it, but I could hear it in my mind. But I sounded like I was a mute person. Like I couldn't speak it clearly, but I was saying it and saying it over and over, and I just kept saying it, but I couldn't hear nothing. I couldn't even see. I guess I had my eyes closed, or I don't know what happened, but I couldn't see nothing at all. And I just kept saying that La sangre de Cristo tiene poder over and over, and all I could feel is like a burning sensation in my lower back, and my stomach felt like vibration. And I just kept saying it over and over, and out of a sudden I felt like you see my curtains here, my curtains opened a little bit because it was closed completely, and then it opened, and I all I could like see is like a bright shining light coming through, like it was just like over me. And I was like, okay, it's weird, it's kind of weird that I was there and I had to keep saying it. And I know that the devil has been attacking me lately, like for months. He's been attacking me a lot, and I know it's because I've been looking more for God, and I've been wanting to feel His like presence in my home, His presence over me, and to change not who I am as being shy and stuff like that. I feel something in me that I want to look for God more, and I want to get whatever's in me out, because I know that God wants to use me, and I guess I keep holding him back maybe or so. So I've been looking for God more. I've been listening to a lot of Christian videos. Like I listened to a lot of Gleniel. I listened to his preachings, and then yesterday I started listening to Miguel Gruñón. It's just it's a preacher who Gleniel had told somebody else in the preaching that he was listening to him, and he was telling God he wanted to be like him. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see who this is, and I'm like, oh, he preaches really good. I'm like, man, that's how I want to be, like preach really like people do, and just you could feel God's presence in the place, and that's where I want to be at in one point of my life. And I know the devil keeps attacking me, and it always happens when my husband's at work. It never happens when he's here. I don't know why he does that or so, but I guess he's afraid that if my husband's here with me, we both could be able to pray together and reprenderlo together. But I did it on my own, and I just tell you guys that sometimes the devil attacks you, and it's because he knows that God wants to use you, and God has something special for you, but he wants to take it away. He wants you to go back and not look for God and not receive his glory. And I'm telling myself, no, it ain't gonna happen. I know he's been attacking me this whole year. This 2015 has been very hard on me, very stressful emotionally. It's been very stressful, hard, and I just say, you guys, the devil's gonna try to throw a lot of stuff at you. Maybe God's letting you go through trials to see what you're gonna do, if you're gonna back off or you're gonna keep looking forward. And to me, I can't stop looking for God, because if I do that, I know I'm gonna go back, and I don't want that. And I have something in like a fire in me that I want to bring out, and I need to look for God. I want to look for God. And that's how I feel that some people sometimes they realize in their life that you need to look for God more, so you could bring out that fire in you that's been holding back, and that you've been like trying maybe not to let go or something, because you're shy or you're scared. But sometimes I feel scared too, but I want to do it. And I ask God that this year, whatever I didn't see in 2015, I want to see in 2016. And I want to change. I want to look for him more. I want to feel his presence. And I know the devil is trying to stop me from it, but it ain't going to happen because I have God in my heart and I have God in my life. And as I got up from the dream, once that happened, I got up from the dream and then I just got up and started praying. And I just heard the voice say, like, James, in Spanish, Primera de Pedro 9. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go through my Bible. And I just happened to stop in James chapter 2. And then I was like reading it, and I'm like, oh, there it goes, chapter 2, but verse 9. When it says, but you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light. So as we say here, I'm chosen for God, and I know the devil knows that, so that's why he tries to stop me a lot. Because this is not the first time. This is probably like the third time he tries to attack me when I'm sleeping. But every time I always use La Sangre de Cristo tiene poder, because God is always going to be there when you call on him. And I let you guys know, look for God. Don't be scared, because sometimes, I feel scared, but, God's always there, and he always comes on time. And look for him. No matter how you feel, you could be stressed, you could be depressed, because I've felt that before. I know the devil has tried to get me depressed before, and I was stressed and everything, but I was like, like, I need to stop, because this is not going to happen for me. I'm not going to be going back to where I was because I wasn't happy. And now I am, because I have God in my life. So I tell you guys, look for God. Keep praying. Find someone. If you can't do it on your own, find someone who's going to help you spiritually. Not one who's going to give you bad help or anything like that. Look for somebody who you trust and pray with them. Tell them to pray for you, pray with you. And then that way you could lift yourself up, because it's not easy at all. I know how it is. It's not easy whatsoever. But with God's help, I know I can get through it. So I say God bless you guys, and hope you guys, enjoy this video, because I want to do it to testify, because I know that other people are going through the same thing, and they think they're alone, but they're not. So God bless you guys, and have a very good and safe New Year's, and I'll see you guys in 2016.